I'm Fox.
And I'm Mitch Ravar.
And this is We Hacking 101, Episode 3. What are we covering today?
We're going to make the Wiimote work on a PC.
Alright, here it is. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to go ahead and use your Wiimote with your PC, Windows PC. There's also ways for running it with a Linux machine or a Mac. As long as you got a Bluetooth adapter on your PC, you should be good to go. First of all, you need to put the Wiimote in discovery mode. There's a couple ways of doing that. The easiest way is holding down 1 and 2. There's also a button located underneath the covering for the batteries. So either way, you can just hold those down. The LED should start flashing. Go to your Bluetooth stack control on your PC and create a new connection. Express mode works, and it should locate your Wiimote. So now you have your Wiimote connected. And if you want to set up more than one Wiimote, go ahead and do the same thing for your additional Wiimotes. I've already set this one up on mine, so all I have to do is go to connect. So the second Wiimote is Death Girls, and she's going to be using this, and we're going to play Mario Kart. So you need to download a program called GlovePie. And this is a really cool application. It was originally designed for other unique input devices for the PC, and it's going to map all the settings from the Wiimote to different various things. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is use your Wiimote as a mouse. Go ahead and use the infrared bar that we made. The script I'm using right now only makes use of one of the IR signals, so we'll cover up one side just to prevent it from jumping around any. And we'll load up our GlovePie application. GlovePie is the intermediary because there's already a Bluetooth device that's found, but it takes it and converts it into whatever you want to use it for, either be a mouse for this case, or you can use another application and use it as a joystick. But right now we're going to do the mouse. So we'll load up GlovePie, and GlovePie works off of scripts. It's actually a pretty simple scripting language. The best thing to do is to load up some pre-made scripts and modify those if you want to do anything unique. But as you can see, there's tons of scripts that people have made for different games. Go ahead and run the script. So you just go around and use your trigger button to get around on things. So that's the basics of using the Wiimote as a mouse. You can also use it as a joystick or gamepad. You can map all of these around, and you'll need the help of an additional program for this, PPJoy. I know the name sounds really weird, but there'll be a link to this in the show notes. So go ahead and run the setup for that after you get it installed. And what this does is it makes a little virtual joystick device, because the one that's in Windows by default from this doesn't let you do anything. So you're using these two programs to map all the settings around for this. But this is really cool because you could map the accelerometer so that it can be used as a steering wheel, like in Sight Truck or Tony Hawk, and use it like with Flight Simulator, or you can just use it for your regular old Nintendo emulator as a regular gamepad, and it's Bluetooth and wireless, so it's kind of handy. So the install of this virtual joystick thing installs pretty easily. Just go ahead and hit next all the way through the thing and continue to any of the little fake drivers that it installs. While waiting for this to install, we'll go ahead and start up the GlovePie, and we'll grab a script that's made for joystick controls. And you can play around with this. There's actually, instead of just this script right here, you can actually go into GUI and just do choose manually. So GUI, detect, output to emulate. Something as simple as, we don't want to do the mouse, we want to do the PPJoy virtual joystick. We'll go ahead and just do the digital 0 button. We'll edit it manually on the Wiimote, and we'll have that be the A button and apply. And then you'll see how these scripts are made. PPJoy digital 0 equals Wiimote A. On the forums, luckily some people have already gone through all this trouble for us, so we'll just go ahead and borrow their code And you can take what they've done and modify it and get it to work the best for whatever games you want to play. And just paste that in there. Alright, looks like you can get to some of the major Windows settings for like PPJoy right here. You could change the mappings if you want to, but by default they're pretty good. Read the readmes, check online the forums if you need to find out more of these settings. So we'll just go ahead and run that, and then we'll go ahead and go to the Windows control panel joystick setting here, and you can actually go to the properties there and test it out. And you can see this code right here is if you roll left and right and then up and down, we got our B, A, so you got 1, 2, 3, and you can mess around with this and set it to whatever you want. So that's it. That's the basics of hooking up your Wiimote to your PC and using it as a joystick or a mouse. So go ahead and elaborate on that. Post on the forums any of the codes that you guys written for certain games or anything, and have fun. All right, we're gonna go ahead and play Mario Kart with the Wiimotes. So we'll load up the script that was made by Metrovar. Go ahead and hit run. Now make sure that your Wiimotes are laying on their side like this, and you'll calibrate them really quick. It's part of the script that Metrovar set up. We'll go ahead and load up our emulator, our N64 emulator. Now the way that Metrovar has this set up is really kind of neat. It's set up like Excite Truck. So the controls on it are going to be the same way. We have it set up so that you hold it like a steering wheel. You use number 2, or A is 1 and B is 2, and you tilt it forward for up and down, or forward for up, back for down, and then left and right. You want to come on over? Give it a shot? Sure. Go ahead and grab your Wiimote. And throw your items is this trigger button on the back. So select your character. So there you go.
So it's pretty important to hold it level if you don't want to be moving in one direction or the other?
That's right.
Okay. Uh-oh. Wow. I'm really good at overcorrecting.
And it's an analog control too, so the more you turn, the more you actually turn in the game, right. Which is actually kind of easier than on a joystick, because you have to turn it pretty far in order to turn pretty far. Now, so it's actually kicking this up to a 720p resolution, high definition. So everything that's polygon is getting anti-aliased and mid-mapped and all kinds of cool filtering. Unfortunately in this game, the main characters are two-dimensional sprites. They're pre-rendered graphics, so they still look pretty fuzzy.
This has been a Two Smart Guys production.